Bandit here. Bandit here. Just had me a nice workout in the gym today. It was very pleasing. It was very, very pleasing, people. Had a good workout. Worked out my back. You know, lats, and get those striations in there on my shoulders, my rear delts, and the lower back. Did a lot of bent over rowing, my bad. Bent over rowing. Sit down rowing. Did the lat press. Turned out pretty good. Did some cable work. I feel real good and sore. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll be able to relax and rest, and I'm not gonna lift any weights tomorrow. I've been lifting a lot of weights lately, and I'm just gonna do cardio tomorrow. I'm gonna get on the treadmill, do about 5 miles, speed walking. Just easier on my knees. I'm getting old, and it's just easier on my knees to speed walk, and just really meditate, really stretch my legs out, really just get into it, mind and muscle, instead of all that, running and jumping, and your body's just jumping, and you know what I'm saying, and it's a good stretch, good stretch as you move in a fast pace. But anyway, I want to get to the subject of how we're going to fix this problem. The problem the video I made earlier. Houston, we have a problem. This is how we're going to fix it. We must understand as men what manhood is. You have to understand what manhood is. Men, I'm talking to you right now. This don't have anything to do with women. This have everything to do with manhood. It's very, very important. Very important. What do I mean by manhood? You have to stand for something. You have to have principles and learn how to guide. You have to have love of country, duty, honor, bravery. You have to have these things. You have to be able to meet difficult times head on. Meaning men run towards the danger. Men don't run from danger. You understand? Men, they are the light of the world. They are the builders. How do we fix this problem of young black men and a lot of confused white men? Because if you want to add Antifa and all them in the conversation, those are disgruntled white men. And what's the reason for this? What's the problem for this? To this. What's the problem? What's their problem? I know the problem. No accountability. None. It's everybody else's fault why I'm not where I need to be. It's everybody else's fault that I'm a afraid little boy in a man's body. This is the problem. How do we solve it? You know how we solve it? By men that live the right way and represent manhood. They need to ostracize these guys. They should be shunned. I'm going to say it again. The way you deal with the problem when you have idiots that want to keep doing stupid crap, you shun them. You shame them. You don't want to have anything to do with them. Nothing. It's like a woman walking out half dressed into the world. Is that the woman you want to marry? Is that the woman you want to procreate with? The woman that she got to show all her body parts for attention instead of being a lady. That's the same way we should treat these idiots out here that keep shooting guns at everybody. Kids are getting caught in the crossfire and dying and getting maimed and traumatized for the rest of their life. We have grown men out here that can't comply when the police tell them to do something, and they end up getting themselves killed, and everybody want to march and say, oh, poor them. All because this grown man can't follow instructions. Why can't you follow instructions when a cop tells you something? It doesn't matter if the cop is wrong or not. I'm going to say it again. It does not matter that cop is wrong. The fact is, that cop have a license to arrest you. That cop have a right that if you are a threat to shoot you. So when you hold court in the street, guess what's going to happen to you? Because that cop want to get home. That cop want to get home to his family. And it's like a bunch of, especially black men. We as a whole, we're little boys in men bodies. So emotional. I ain't gonna let nobody talk to me that way. It ain't going down like this. Somebody gonna die. Somebody gonna die right now. Instead of getting a badge number and filing the right paperwork and filing a grievance and proving your case. If you are truly innocent and was not at fault, let it come out in court. And don't give me this crap about, well, we can't win. No, you can't win if you don't do. So that's another thing when it comes to manhood. Men are doers. We don't talk. We don't have time to be talking when it comes to a situation. We just do. When danger happens, we run towards it. And the only way the black community could be a community again, because it's not a community, is that the men are going to have to be upright. They're going to have to be God-fearing, country-loving, and loving what's right. Doing what's right. And standing for what's right. No matter the opposition. Be willing to die for what's right and be willing to die with the truth. That's a man. None of us gonna live forever. None of us gonna be on this earth forever. You only got a small window to live. So why sell yourself out? Why? Why? A lot of you men out there, black men, y'all out there right now. You know why I say black men? Because other races of men as a whole, they women are not running them like our women run us. They actually have a say-so. See, the white community have this thing called the trailer park. The hillbillies. They leave them people right there. And the white people that's trying to do things right and get ahead in life and take care of their family, they go ahead on and do better. You don't have white people talking about, well, you know what, you are a sellout because, you know, the trailer park, we represent the trailer park, we represent the hillbillies, we represent that. No. But Justice Clarence Thomas is a sellout. Allen West is a sellout. All these prominent black men. Ben Carson is a sellout. This is what black people say. If you go in India, they have all kind of ghettos. The rich society don't mingle with them. And they all the same people. The same way in Africa. You poor as hell. The ones that have the money and live that elite lifestyle don't go over there. It's a separation. But when black people in America want to separate from ignorance and thugs and hoodlums, gangsters, when we want to separate from them, we're sellouts. Those are our people. You selling out your people. But every other race can separate themselves to do better but us. There's a problem. There's a problem with manhood in the black community right now. And with the black men. They'll kill each other over a girl. Over a girl, they'll kill each other. They will. Somebody talk about their mama, they ready to kill, and they ready to put their whole life on the line because somebody said something about their mom. Even if it's true. Even if it's true. That's my mama. So what I'm saying about black men, too emotional, irrational, angry, and upset all the time. And you can't get nowhere in life like that. There's always going to be struggles. There's always going to be hard times. You have to endure those hard times. Just like you endure the good times. The same way you enjoy the good times, you need to endure the bad times. Because one day, you're going to leave here. Every day you wake up is another day closer to your death. These are facts. This is reality. And we as a people are worried about the wrong thing. You have our children growing up, no guidance. Most of the black kids got to raise themselves. They do. Most of the women now in the black community, they don't want to be mothers. They don't want to be wives. They don't. They talk about black men like a dog, but if you ask one of them to get married, they ain't ready for marriage, but they got 2 kids. They got 3 kids. Oh, I ain't ready for marriage. I ain't going that far, but you got kids. So now the babies don't have a father, and they don't have respect for men, whether it's a boy or girl. The girl, she's not going to have respect for men because she never had to respect her father. And her father never showed her confidence. And the only way a little girl get confidence is from her father, not her mother. The confidence come from the father. The father is the only one that will tell his daughter you're beautiful without sexualizing her. I hear there's some men out there that do mess with their daughters, and I think they're sick. But for the most part, a real father, I'm talking about a real, bona fide, biological father that loves his family, will give that little girl her confidence. He will tell her she's pretty, she's beautiful. He will give her that confidence to go out into the world and have high self-esteem. Mothers don't do that. And he also will give his son bravery and honor. Teach him how to respect himself and stand upright, head up, eye contact. The father is very important. But in today's society and American culture, it is not. The other side like to call it the patriarchy. Masculinity. Masculinity is what built this country. Men preparing to die to build that tall skyscraper. To build those tall buildings that women go to work in every day and have air conditioning buildings and copy machines and pencils and all other kind of inventions that men sought out throughout history. And men don't get any respect for that. None. Men get no respect for that. I asked, somebody asked me, said, why don't I ever go live when I do my commentary? I said, well, I don't do live shows because I don't consider what I do a show. I consider what I do a conversation with the world. You can take it or leave it alone. I'm not here to go back and forth with someone who's may want to challenge me, because it's asinine for me to do that when I know I'm speaking truth. I don't need nobody to come and tell me, well, you're wrong about this. I'm not wrong about this. Black men are dying at a high rate. They're not living to see 30 years old. We are living in a rap culture, a black culture that is promoting death. The record companies are promoting it. They don't care anything about these artists. And these kids are laying in a box. They looking at me. I'm in my mid-40s. And they looking at me talking about you're old. I'm like, what? I said, well, how old are you? I'm 22. You haven't even started life yet at 22. You still trying to... I don't care if you in the NBA at 22 years old, you still trying to figure out life. Just because you're making money, that don't mean that you have figured life out. You're just a young person with money. And might I add, it's kind of crazy when a young person have money because they tend to do stupid crap. These are facts. When a man get in his 40s, that's when life begins. Why? It's 2 words. Why a man, when he get in his 40s, it's better. You want to know what those You want to know what those 2 words is, ladies and gentlemen? Trial and error. Trial and error. He's been through some things, and he know not to do the things that was an error. He's not going to make those same mistakes he did when he was young. But if you don't make it from your youth, there's no lesson to be learned because you're in a box. I'm not going to debate this with anybody because it's fact. You have these kids walking around here at 17, 18, 19, 20 years old. They think they know the world because they can rap or sing or dance. And most of them, when they do make it, they get robbed because they don't know business, and the companies end up taking their money from them, and they don't understand why they ain't got nothing. These are facts. That's the problem. Men need to be men. Manhood. No fear. No anger. Don't hate. Have discernment. You see the problem. You see injustice. You see it, but you don't hate it. You deal with it. You don't tear up communities because you're upset about something. That's a real feminine way to look at things. As a man, men ponder on things. Sit back and be quiet and be still and think rational. Think rationally. And you'll come up with that solution. Because when you're quiet and you're still, you come up with some beautiful, beautiful outcomes and different scenarios. But when you're full of hate and anger and you run all over the place and you got a bunch of stupid people around you, guess what's going to happen? Bad things going to happen. And if you mix that with alcohol and drugs, times that by 20 or 25. So this is how we fix the problem. We need to walk away from the nonsense. These guys out here, their pants all down, they got their butt hanging all out, they got brief underwears on, and they had their pants all the way down, and all you see is a man with a bubble butt and a tight shirt. And they call themselves men. Grown men, got full beards and everything. They walk around their pants all the way below their butt, and they got tight underwears on. Hell, at least Tupac, when he wore his pants down like that, he had some boxer shorts on. They was baggy as hell. You never saw no bubble butt. Wu-Tang Clan, all of them, they had their pants baggy and all that. You never saw their butt like a bubble. That's the black men today. They don't even know how to wear their clothes. Who's going to respect you or take you serious with your behind hanging out? When do you grow up and be a man? And the women, they're only as good as their leaders. We can't be blaming women for everything. You can't blame women for everything. Because the women, they're only good as their leader. Well, but I will say this. Their leader is the government. Their leader is the government. But I will say this. If men walk away and leave those type of women behind, and the guys that want to fall for the crap, leave them. Just like that trailer park. Leave them right there. And go on. Family and all. Sometimes you have to break away. Sometimes you got to break away and walk away for you to have better. Because that crabs in the bucket metaphor is absolutely true. It's absolutely true. So you know, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna take me a nice hot shower, and I got some new deer meat in. Got a friend that go hunting, and he gets the deer meat processed. See, you know, he's a man. Go hunting, stay out there all night long in the cold and get a buck. That's a man. That's a manly thing to do. I'm gonna start going hunting with him and fishing. He does all that. He brought me a good portion of meat, tenderloins. I got some ground deer meat where you can make burgers, sausages, and all that. He already processed through a processing company. He killed a deer and he take it to them and they process everything for him. It's a wonderful thing, and it's good muscle food. It has a lot of protein and it's lean. So I'm gonna take me a hot shower. Take my after supplements after I got out the gym. Cook, relax, get ready for work tonight. I'm telling you, men, think about my words. Think about it. Because the men that have money, you're in a very privileged position to do marvelous things. Your first priority shouldn't be a lot of damn women hanging on you that just want to take from you. Hey, build something. I don't care what you build. Build it. Black men, you are not going to get respect until you start building something. You walking around with diamonds all around your neck and all on your wrists and all in your grills and all that piercings and tattoos on the face don't mean anything to anybody. What are you building? What is your legacy? Just something to think about. Just something to think about. So I'm going to end it with that. I think this video went a little bit too long, but it's fine, you know. People, they don't hit the like button. They don't, you know, some people subscribe to me, but they definitely don't hit the like button. So if you watch my video, hit the like button for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess that helps to have the likes or dislike or whatever. So if you could do that, take time to do that if you watch the video. Okay? Apparently that helps get the video out to the world, you know, faster. So with that being said, Bandit is out.